All right. All right, what's up, y'all? This Keenan from In the Smoke with Keenan. Yeah, right here on YouTube. Not All Smoke 78 on Instagram. Not All Smoke on TikTok. And of course, I'm going to probably repeat that at the end of this video. But what we got going today is I got a pretty interesting cook. Saw a packet of meat in a Korean store, grocery store, 99 Ranch. And it said pork flat meat. Thought that was very interesting. I couldn't understand like what would they get, what cut they would do, or how thick it would be. But it's pretty interesting. Check this out. So basically what they did, this is like some ribs. Like they trimmed up some ribs. You can look at it and tell this is the end of some ribs. You know, probably the top piece where the tips is at and part of the end. And then I got another pack here, which is look like it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces. So with these 4 right here, I am going to be using my orange rub on that. I'll be putting the link at the end of the video to see how I got this together. Pretty interesting ingredients. And I'm also venturing off into binders. Never really used them. I got a few videos with them, but I'm going to paint them with this, the pack of 4 that I'm using the orange rub with. I'm going to paint them with this sweet and smoky onion mustard. And then I'm going to sprinkle the rub on there. For these is a little bit of experiment. I'm going to gingerly apply some of this. This stuff is screaming hot. I mean, it is uncomfortable hot. It's packed full of flavor. It does have a nice sweet and garlicky taste to it, but the heat on this can be unbearable. I can see that. So I'm going to paint. I'm only going to use the 3 for this because it's only 3 pieces and it's 4 pieces with that. So I'm going to paint them with this. I'm going to get a brush and I'm going to paint it. I ain't going to soak them and marinate them. Well, after I paint them, I'm going to season them with this all-purpose organic seasoning from Sprouts. It's a gift from a coworker. Val gave me this, and this doesn't have any salt in it. So that's why I wanted to try it, and it doesn't have any rosemary, so I won't die. So I'm going to get these bad boys seasoned up, get them in some big Ziplocs, let them hang out for a minute in the fridge. Then we're going to be back firing up the pit. Back in a minute. Okay, so we ready. Got the fire cup fired up. Got my Kingsford loaded, burning. Got everything ready. You know, and thanks to this glove from Magna Chef, got the little magnets you to connect them to, so you know you're going to always have your gloves with you. You don't have to worry about, you know, losing a pair. But these bad boys, hey, you know what? Do a couple more runs with these. I like these. But let's get to this meat. So we got the Legacy rolling. We're not running in direct. I was gonna load up the firebox, but I'm like, some small, fairly decent pieces of meat. I'm gonna start with the one with the spicy, super spicy marinade and that all-purpose salt-free seasoning from Sprouts. And I'm gonna tell you right now, smelling it smells really good. So since these are kind of bigger, I'm gonna throw those in the back. And I had them sit in the refrigerator, had them vacuum sealed, had them sitting in the refrigerator for a couple hours. I'm already hearing the sizzle. I don't know if you can hear that sizzle, but if you notice, I'm putting the thicker end towards where the heat is. And then this is the second batch that I rub with the sweet onion mustard, and use that as a binder, and then use my orange rub. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you saw that orange rub video. I did one putting it together, and then I did one doing a run with it with something I seen in the store called, they had it labeled as pork tri-tip, which I thought was highly interesting. So we're gonna put these on the diagonal because I'm gonna stretch the coals out. Okay, so I got the coals spread it out, and I added a couple more pieces of charcoal, got the lid down, it's doing its thing. But before I go ahead and give it a rest and let the smoke do its work, I'm gonna add a couple of these to it. The Kingsford flavor boosters, the garlic, onion, and paprika. And I'm gonna use one of the basil, sage, and thyme ones right along with it. I'm gonna see how that works. Being that I use both of these on their own, and I like what it do, I'm gonna see how they work together. All right, we're gonna be back when we check in on this meat. Okay, so I've been out here babysitting a little bit, and daughter came back from being with her old G moms there. But as you can see, got some pretty good color on these bad boys. I'm noticing over here is the hotter end. So just to even out the color, I'm going to move these, the ones with the orange rub, and you can tell because of the color of them. Wonderful color from their rub. And that little orange sweet onion mustard definitely helped out a little bit too with that color and the smell. So I know it's going to be pretty good. So I'm getting good color on these. I'm gonna let this one sit over here for a minute. I'm gonna actually flip it, and I'm gonna babysit. So we're gonna go ahead and pull these bad boys, and I'm gonna wrap them. That's the orange one. As you can see, it is like, let me bring this over because it is dripping juice. But I got these jokers wrapped. I don't know which one is which, so let's just open them and find out. And that is hot. That was hot. So this is the 3 pieces. So this is the piece with the all-purpose seasoning and the hot barbecue marinade. It's at about 187. It's like 205. So that smaller one is definitely in the twos. That's in the twos. Slide that over. So this is the orange one, the one with my orange rub and the sweet onion mustard. Man, that smells amazing. I mean, that is like probe tender, as you can see. So, all right, we're going to pull these bad boys, let them rest. One thing I want to note, the 3 pieces that I seasoned with the barbecue marinade and the all-purpose seasonings, when I wrapped them, said I was going to let you know what I wrapped them with after it was all done. So in both of them, I use unsalted butter. With the orange one, I just sprinkle a little bit more of the orange rub on there. But with these, I coated them with this Heinz 57 Collection Infused Honey with Black Truffle. So as you can see, the color of that stuff right there. Sprinkle that on the meat. So just to add another depth of flavor, and let's see what it do. Okay, so we are done with that. You see how easy that cut, and you see that first one, the one with the salt-free all-purpose seasoning from Sprouts and the very spicy marinade. That bad boy was squirting juice everywhere. And the one with the orange rub, hey, it was just as juicy. I didn't get any squirtage from that one. So we're gonna try. This is the one with the spicy marinade and the from Pamana barbecue marinade and the all-purpose salt-free seasoning from Sprouts. A gift from Val. And then when I wrapped it, I put some unsalted butter and drizzled it with the Heinz 57 Black Truffle. I'm not even gonna edit that. Black Truffle infused honey. It's really good. Of course, you know, you could use a little salt, but I'm trying to not use so much salt to see how much flavor I can get from smoke and seasonings that are either salt-free or very low in sodium. Which reminds me, I gotta order some more sweet sardine. If you notice a funny shift in the video, I choked on the meat. That's why I'm wiping my eyes. And I edited that part out. I went to talk and inhale, and the piece flew right down my throat, as you can see. This is with the orange rub. With that sweet onion mustard as a binder. With my orange rub. Man. That is something to hold a conversation about. Well, when I did smoke these, I guess it was kind of like a hot and fast method. I probably had them on the grill. I lowered the coals pretty low, and I had them out there maybe about an hour and a half. And I raised them up, and I just kind of babysit them from there so they wouldn't burn. Then I put them up on top, let them hang out there for a minute, and then I wrapped them up with the, with the added things, respectively. I did use the Kingsford flavor boosters, the garlic, onion, and paprika, and the basil, sage, and thyme. I used one of each of those. They did not cancel each other out. It did not make the food bitter. It definitely brought a serious savory note, and I think it worked well with each meat, with each seasoning. The basil, sage, and thyme one, that definitely worked well with the piece of the pork flat meat, with the all-purpose seasoning, which is basically all herbs and no salt and no rosemary. So I get to live after this video. And the garlic, onion, and paprika, that worked well with the sweet onion mustard binder and orange rub seasoning. So it's odd how that happened, that each flavor booster worked well with each meat separately, but it also worked well together as a whole. So very interesting cook, very flavorful. Give that a try. I know a lot of people's probably get some flavor boosters, but hey, I don't know, maybe something wrong with your throat. I think they're amazing, and they definitely bring flavor to the game. So, all right, be sure to check me out on YouTube, In the Smoke with Keenan, journey through them playlists. Check out all of them. Check out my pork playlist, my bovine brilliance. A lot of beef recipes on there, some turkey, some seafood, and also check the one out that it's called I Made This Up. And be sure to check out me and my son international snacking playlist and my grocery store adventures. With me solo, and then me and Tyrell when we first started under grocery store adventures, going international with Tyrell. So check us out. We got hundreds of videos out there for your entertainment. Click on that playlist, let them run, sit back and enjoy some laughs, some good food, and some interesting recipes. I'm Keenan from In the Smoke with Keenan. Y'all be cool out there. Come on.